Hi, I'm Carrie Sullivan, Supervisor of the Arts K-12 for Hamilton Township School District. I'm here today to talk with you about our high school program of studies. Our program of studies book is 73 pages. 73! That's a lot of reading and information to communicate. Personally, I think one of the best ways to communicate is through the arts. And when I'm talking about arts, I'm talking about media arts, music, dance, theater, visual arts. The arts as a form of communication have been around for 37,000 years. That's longer than any written or spoken language that we know of. I could go on and on and on about the value of arts in our schools, but I was told by one of our high school students to keep it snappy. So, using media arts and our talented theater students, we're going to distill the program of studies into 73 questions and answers. A quick overview of all that Hamilton Township has to offer our high school students. Let's go.
Man.
Hi.
Hi, Carrie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Do you know why I'm here today?
Actually, when I was checking my calendar this morning, I see that you wanted to stop by to talk to me about the 23-24 school year high school program of studies.
You've got it. To start with, can you introduce yourself and tell us who you are?
Yes, I'm Anthony Scotto, the Director of Curriculum and Instruction for the district.
What is one thing that you're super proud of as the Director of Curriculum and Instruction?
Well, regarding the high school program of studies, every year we've made it better. We have honors and AP courses in every single department. We've been improving and giving students more opportunities, whether they are going to graduate from high school and enter the military, enter career technical education, community college, four-year college or university. So I'm really proud of that document and what we've done over the last few years.
And what's something that you want our students and families to know about the program of studies and the choices they have to make for high school?
Well, as I often say, think of it as a menu in a restaurant. Read every part of the menu before you decide. And so my recommendation to students and to families is read it cover to cover, because there's a lot of information in there, there's descriptions in there, there's prerequisite information in there, and I think you'll be very surprised at all the different diverse offerings that we have for all of our students in the district.
Great. Is there anything else?
You know, there's so much more I'd love to share with you, Carrie, but you really should talk with the students and visit the high school. I'm sure they would have great information to share with all of you.
Great idea. Thanks for all the info.
Thanks for stopping by.
Here we are at Nottingham High School. Let's see what we can learn about the program of studies. Hi, excuse me. I'm here to learn about the high school program of studies. What can you tell me about planning for high school?
You have to start with your vision after high school. What are you interested in? What are you passionate about?
Just remember there's many types of post-high school education and career paths. You have to plan your program of studies based on your vision and interests.
Your family members and friends might be able to help you out a lot just because they know you best.
Remember to talk to your guidance counselor. They're a great resource and they'll help you and your family out with planning for the future.
And you will be scheduled individually, so you'll have one-on-one time with your guidance counselor to talk about everything and go over everything. You can talk to them yearly and as often as you want. But like I said, start with a plan for your future.
That's some excellent advice. It's great that everyone can make some choices based on their own interests. So, what do you need to graduate high school?
You need 120 credits to graduate from high school.
Of those 120 credits, 20 need to be in English.
5 need to be in health and physical education for each year you're in high school.
10 need to be in U.S. history. 5 of them need to be in world history.
15 need to be in math. 10 for algebra 1 or geometry,
15 of them need to be in science and 5 in biology.
You need 5 in visual or performing arts.
5 in world language.
5 in family, consumer, and life skills, or career and technical education.
And 2.5 in personal finance.
So here we are at Steiner. Let's go see what we can learn. Excuse me,
I'm making a video about the program of studies here for Hamilton Township School District. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Tell me, is attendance really important?
Oh yes, of course. Being here on time is really important. Material and everything. Missing school sometimes can be hard on you to get back up on grades and everything, but you can always ask your teachers for help. They'll always help you, right?
Yes.
Cool. And what about electives? How many electives can you take in a year?
You can take up to 5 electives each year, but make sure you're considering with your counselor, and so you can strike all your graduation requirements.
What's the deal with prerequisites?
For certain upper-level courses, you have to meet some minimum requirements. For example, you can take a PR without a strong foundation. You need art fundamentals, drawing and painting, ceramics, and sculpture. The prereqs are there to help you succeed.
What about getting into college? What do I need to think about for that?
So at minimum, colleges look for 4 years of English, 3 years of science, 3 years of math, 3 years of social studies, 2 to 3 years of one world language, and then 1 year of performing arts or visual arts.
If you think you want to play a sport in college, what do you need to think about when picking your high school classes?
Certain academic criteria must be met in high school in order to play a sport in college. Ask your counselor for a list of NCAA core courses to make sure you're in the right classes.
What if I have no idea where to start in picking my classes?
Talk to your counselor. They're really good at helping you plan for your future.
Are there any tools that can help me plan for my future?
Naviance is a student-centered website available to all HTSD students. It helps students, families, and counselors to work together in planning for success during high school and beyond. It's definitely worth checking out.
What's the deal with grade weighting?
Class rank is calculated using a weighted system so that the academic achievements of each student are assessed fairly.
Our most academically challenging courses are weighted at a 1.25 to 1.2, while our lower academically challenging courses are weighted at a 1.0. For example, in math, our honors in Algebra 2 is weighed at a 1.2, but our Algebra 1B is weighted at a 1.0.
So what's up with the leveling? Like, what's the difference between a B level versus an A level versus honors versus AP?
It really comes down to rigor and pacing. The most rigorous and pacing classes are AP classes. AP classes give students the opportunity to tackle college-level coursework while gaining valuable learning skills and potentially earning credits for college.
Do you get to choose the level that you take?
The level you place is on different factors like testing, grades, and teacher recommendations. However, student interest and determination can be a factor. Talk to your guidance counselor about where you're placed and what your goals are.
How does all this connect to GPA?
A student's grade point average is calculated by multiplying the number of credits per course times the weight of the course times the grade achieved in that course. The totals for each course are added and divided by the number of credits taken to compute a student's grade point average.
Sounds very mathy. Speaking of math, is math really necessary? Do you have to take it?
I mean, yeah, you need 3 math classes to be able to graduate, especially in our technology-covered central world. And if you're planning to go to college for STEAM, math is very important. So why don't you look at some of our options?
What are the options?
You can take 17 different classes, including 4 honor courses and 5 AP classes.
You have to have Algebra 1 and Geometry, but you can also take Trigonometry, Algebra 2, Pre-Calculus, Calculus, Statistics, and Computer Science.
Wait. Computer science is in the math department? Does that mean you can use it for a graduation requirement?
The computer science requires a mathematical foundation for programming and problem-solving skills.
Only Computer Science, AP Computer Science A counts towards your graduation requirements.
I'm sure we could all agree that things are moving and changing very fast these days. Like, we can't even get away from technology, not that we would want to. Are there courses that will help prepare students for technology and engineering fields?
Great question, and yes, there are 18 different course offerings in the Applied Technology Department.
Like what?
Well, there's engineering courses like technology and engineering and social responsibility, sustainable engineering and design, robotics and architectural drawing, and CAD.
You could also take several levels of graphic arts and design.
And photography. If you prefer machines over computers, you should check out the materials processing classes where you get to learn woodworking and metalworking. All applied tech classes offer lots of hands-on experience and career training.
What can you tell me about business courses and information technology?
These courses help you gain the knowledge and skills you need to thrive in the business world. You can take investing, marketing, business administration, and economics.
You can even take computer applications, website design, and multimedia presentations to help gain a hands-on computer skills to match the current industry trends.
You do need to take at least 2.5 credits of personal finance to graduate, but you don't have to complete that in your freshman year.
And there are even career and technical education pathways in business administrating, marketing, and accounting. These help you understand the business world and help you prepare for college.
Are health and PE still a thing in high school?
Absolutely.
In fact, you have to take PE and health every year in high school to meet the state requirements.
Each year, you have to take a semester of health to learn the importance of living a healthy lifestyle and get some pretty useful tools in managing your physical, mental, and emotional health and social growth.
You'll also take a semester of PE, which focuses on fitness, movement, and physical exercise. The goal is to empower students to move confidently in a variety of physical activities.
So, will it help me from tripping over my own feet?
I mean, sure.
If you're interested in preventing injuries and treating them, you might want to look into Intro to Sports Medicine.
This class, which is only for 11th and 12th graders, is for students who want to learn the fundamentals of athletic training. Students learn how to prevent injuries. Putting your phone down while walking might help with that. And also recognize, manage, and rehabilitate injuries that result from physical activities.
I'm not sure if it covers how to heal your wounded pride from walking into walls. So, just be careful.
Anything else from the health and PE department?
Can't forget about driver's ed.
Driver's ed is a part of your health class in your sophomore year. Not only do you learn how to be a smart and safe driver,
Put down your phones.
but you get to take the license state exam, which gets you one step closer to getting your permit and being allowed to drive.
Watch out!
One thing that is unique to Hamilton Township School District is our virtual driving experience. No, we don't have Teslas or self-driving cars yet, but you do get to practice in one of our simulators for a progressive, non-threatening, off-road virtual driving experience.
Once you've successfully completed 12 hours of simulator, you get behind the wheel real-world instruction with a certified teacher.
And don't worry, you're driving in a dual-controlled motor vehicle, so it's plenty safe.
I always hear about safety in regards to science, so tell me, what's up with the science department?
Well, since science is a systematic study of structure, try saying that 6 times fast, and behavior of the world through observation and experiments, the department is called science because of what you're learning and looking at.
You know that's not exactly what I meant, right?
I figured.
Let's keep it simple. How many science classes do you need to graduate?
3.
Any 3 that you want?
You have to take biology and 2 lab-based courses.
What counts as a lab science?
Well, you have a lot of options. Environmental science, chemistry, physics, anatomy, physiology, marine biology, and genetics, forensics, and biotechnology.
What are colleges looking for?
Most colleges and universities are looking for 4 years of science.
What are the science electives?
There are AP Biology, AP Chemistry, AP Environmental Science, AP Physics, Intro to Biology and Organic Molecules, Neuroscience, and Society.
Did you just list those in alphabetical order?
I did. And by the way, you can take any of the courses I just mentioned as an elective.
Do you need world language to graduate?
Sí.
Oui.
Yeah.
Sí.
What?
Yes.
Okay, so you need a year of world language, but what are colleges looking for?
In most colleges, it requires 2 or 3 years, so plan early.
What are the options for language?
Español, francés, Deutsch, and Italiano.
So that's Spanish, French, German, and Italian?
Sí.
There are a total of 20 courses offered in each language from levels 1 to 4. Level 4 is honors plus AP. There is also a dual enrollment program through William Patterson University.
What about the students whose home language is not English? How do we support them? What are their options for course selection?
El departamento de Select se dedica a apoyar a los estudiantes cuyos primer idioma no es inglés y que necesitan más ayuda con el idioma.
El aprendizaje del idioma inglés es una disciplina académica diseñada para que los estudiantes aprendan el lenguaje cultural, social y académico.
La cantidad del tipo de instrucción depende del desarrollo y dominio de cada estudiante. Eso es determinado por múltiples criterios y cada estudiante serán puestos en clases apropiadas.
Las clases de ESL son tan importantes como cualquiera de las otras clases ofrecidas y los estudiantes obtienen puntos para la graduación.
So English language learners only take ESL classes?
No, los estudiantes multilingües tienen que tener clases de graduación como los demás y tienen las mismas opciones de clases optativas.
Las clases de ESL apoyan a los estudiantes para que obtengan puntos para la graduación.
So what are the options for English? Do you even get to choose?
So you do have to take 4 years of English, but there are some other options.
There's a lot of levels, honors and an AP and dual enrollment. You get college credits.
The courses are good. You get to read a lot of books, short stories, poems, and opinion pieces. And even if that's not your thing, you do improve your writing a lot, which is helpful for any career you choose.
So that's it, just 4 years of English?
There's also a lot of interesting electives, like journalism, creative writing, and telecommunications.
With these classes, you get to be creative and build up your communication skills, which is important for your future pathways.
In telecommunications, you get into social media and you can even create content for your school social media platform.
What's this I hear about being a VIP?
The volunteer internship program is offered by the Social Studies Department and is designed to give seniors a real-world experience through volunteer work in business, social, and government agencies.
There's also the Tomorrow's Teaching course, which gives juniors and seniors real-world teaching opportunities in district classrooms. I mean, you do have to learn about education and teaching first, but then you get to teach in an elementary school or middle school class. There's even an opportunity to earn college credit through the district's program with King University.
The Honors Gallery course is another cool practical learning option for juniors and seniors where you can dig into the political process at local, state, and national levels.
So what are the other options for social studies?
There are 17 different varying courses, including 4 honors, 4 advanced placements, and 1 dual enrollment.
You need 3 core courses to graduate: U.S. History 1, U.S. History 2, and World History.
There's also a multitude of electives that you can choose from. You can do multicultural studies, sociology, psychology, American law, and more.
Neat. So I can learn about people and cultures and how people interact and why there's so much drama. Speaking of drama,
theater arts, you get to explore various aspects of theater, including performance, production, and history. The focus on acting can help prepare you for onstage or screen. But theater is also a fun way to build your confidence and work on speaking in front of others, which is helpful in a number of situations and careers.
Theater arts is open for all students grades 9 to 12. No experience needed these classes to perform and excited showcase cross-curricular learning.
Plus, you get to make special projects like this.
you have to have visual and performing arts credit to graduate high school, right?
Yeah, you do.
Well, what are the options if you don't want to perform center stage, but you still enjoy performing?
In that case, one of our many music classes would be a good pick for you. There are many options from singing in the choir to playing an instrument in band and orchestra. There's also an intro to music in film and video.
There are 17 options in all, so you have a lot to choose from. Some courses are for beginners, so high school is a great time to learn an instrument or even try your hand at singing.
There's also an advanced classes for people who have been playing music for a while. It's a good opportunity for fluency in music, and it gives you a lot of performing opportunities.
What if music and theater isn't for you? How else can you meet your visual and performing arts graduation requirement while having fun and developing useful life skills?
Well, you said it, visual arts. There are 10 different classes to choose from based on your level and interest.
You start off with art fundamentals, so you have a solid foundation to build on. From there, you can take painting and drawing, ceramics and sculpture, mixed media, commercial design and illustration, and there are 3 AP classes that are offered.
Not only is visual arts great for skill building, communication, and creative expression, but having a background in visual arts sets you up for success with so many different careers.
What's important to keep in mind about high school?
There are a lot of sports, clubs, and activities that you can participate in, which you definitely should.
Be sure you're striking a balance and giving attention to your classes and homework and your extracurricular activities.
Many of the classes are mixed levels, special electives, which means you get to interact with a lot of different people, which is nice.
Communicate with your teachers and don't be afraid to ask for help because they're usually willing to work with you.
It's not too early to start thinking about life beyond high school. It might seem far away at times, but it's gonna be here before you know it. It's good to think about it sometime.
Put your phones down. Phones are great, and they have their place, but you don't always need to be on them.
What's important to keep in mind about high school?
You have more freedom to choose your classes, which is cool.
There are a lot of fun electives. The work is also harder and moves quicker. But that's not that bad, you just have to be prepared.
Develop studies habits early.
Be accountable. You are responsible for you.
Connect with other people and talk to them.
Find ways to manage your stress.
High school can be tough.
Find routines that work for you.
Produce compulsory study, manage stress, and manage social.
And take advantage of all resources available to you.
There are a lot more quizzes and tests in high school compared to middle school, and more classes in a day.
Always be prepared and plan accordingly.
Take notes.
Use Quizlet, Outpuzzle, or quizzes to help you study.
And make sure you always study your vocabulary.
Apply yourself. Your teachers will notice and they'll help you out a lot.
Use your phone to set reminders. Sometimes Google Classroom can be overwhelming, so set your personal reminders and start typing your assignments and due dates.
Ask questions, ask your teachers, ask your guidance counselors, ask other friends.
Get involved in community service.
Walk fast, the buildings are big, and there's not a whole bunch of time in between classes.
Think about the connections between your classes, like science and math, English and history, arts and all the content areas. The world isn't as neat as high school, so if you like something, look at things that connect.
Try things. Take a business class, learn to play an instrument, try forensic or computer science, try creative writing, or experience visual arts or even theater.
Follow your wishes. Be guided by your interests, not by your friends. Think ahead.
There you have it. I hope that answered some of your questions and got you excited about your high school career. We've used up all 73 of our questions, but if you have more, you should speak with your guidance counselor or click the link below, which will take you to our Program of Studies book on our website. I hope you've enjoyed this artful production.